Ladies and gentlemen.
Woo! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have an exciting night, I guess.
I'm
glad you know how to plan out a fucking podcast.
I was like, I'm gonna let him do the intro and see where we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. Ain't shit free. My name is B.
It's your boy Kosher.
Golly!
I didn't know he was pointing to me.
My boy is 5 steps behind. It's okay. On my left.
And I'm Ev. And all the way on my left,
special guest in the
very, very special guest.
Come on.
What's up, Fly?
What's up, Fly? Flies when it comes to this. We know the monikers. We know the names.
Special guest for this segment. We got a whole lot to talk about, a whole lot to break down, and a whole lot to get into.
So no episode, but trying out new content. This is an interview.
Nice.
With Pasadena artists, Pasadena people. We are a Pasadena podcast.
Come on.
So we're finna Pasadena preach. I just love alliteration. So
come on now. You like a lot of PP too.
Yo.
Whoa. Well, that was crazy.
It's just a lot of P's in there, you know?
I get it, man.
You can fit a lot in there. I get it.
So we just recorded. Now we're sitting here.
That's why I'm sweating like a motherfucker.
I know. It's all good, man. So Fly. Evan has he's the one who was like really tapped in with you, and from three of us, and he was like, because we all listened to the project with you and Mr. Brookside. Shout out to him. He's in the building.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. And yeah. So I think I don't know if we were doing the pod at that time or.
Well, it was because he had originally started fucking with my photography page.
Oh, is that what?
And that's how we started talking.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So then I started checking out the music, and I'm like, man, this shit is fly as fuck.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, I was really rocking with it, and then, so then we were talking, and then, glad to finally get your ass in the seat and really talk this out.
But I think, when I started working with Brookside, I started to get, like, more of his crowd, like you guys and everybody else.
Okay,
like, it kind of opened it up, so it's like you said earlier, like, you think you know everybody from Dina, but you don't. Like, there's still, like, a couple people, like, you guys haven't seen me, so it's like,
facts.
You know?
Facts.
Definitely. But yeah, it was cool. It opened it up, and now I'm here.
Yeah, for sure, man. Glad you're here.
Great to have you. So I guess first off, just give people like a little intro about yourself. Tell the people what you do, because no one's gonna give you a better intro than yourself. So
It's a Fenty fact.
Producer from Pasadena. I work with a couple artists, from here, from the city, San Diego, New York. I hit 1 million streams on Arco.
Come on!
Hard. Round of applause.
So shout out San Diego for that one. I'm just trying to work, trying to create, trying to build the catalog, build the fan base, come out with a message.
As you should. You feel me? How long have you been doing music?
Probably like 2016.
Nice.
Yeah,
okay.
17. Yeah.
That's fire.
My brother was a drummer.
Okay.
He was learning, and then it went over to like learn how to make beats, and then I was like, well, that shit is tight. He was on Logic, but I didn't really like understand it yet, but it got my attention. From then, I went and ended up with a machine, and then just started learning YouTube.
That's what's up.
It took a long time. It took a long time.
Nah, I feel that. I really do feel that.
You can't just hop on and start, but
yeah,
that's super dope.
Yeah, the beats were whack for sure. They were off beat and all of that.
You still got them? I'm just curious.
I do, yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
If you scroll all the way down to the first one, you'll see they're still there. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I left it there as a reminder, So.
Come on.
Yeah.
Motivation.
Yeah.
But speaking of motivation, that's so crazy because back in 2018, 2019, my Spotify algorithm, it kicked me Arco.
Okay.
And I was like fucking with it super, super heavy then. Yeah. And so then seeing, the full circle come around, seeing that you made that beat, man.
Oh, you didn't know.
I had no idea that was you, So then seeing you celebrate that 1 million streams, cracking that joint, that's congratulations to you, man. And that song is super, super dope.
I made that.
All carried by your beat, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
That's good shit.
That's not no shot. They were rapping their ass off. Homies were rapping their ass off. Homies were rapping their ass off. But the first thing that caught my ear was that fucking production. Super creative, super energetic, super dope.
It was me and another producer got on it, and then of course Rossi and Sebi. Shout out 95 too. He did the beat. He collabed on that. But yeah, I made that in a garage in Monterey Park.
Wow.
Yeah, the beat was called Monterey Park.
That's hard. That's hard.
I'm not gonna lie.
Cause y'all see the numbers that thing is doing. It's super phenomenal.
I went through a phase. I went through the little tambourines, and I made a couple beats like that. And that one stood out of that batch for sure.
Yeah. I'm glad it got the recognition it deserves.
Yeah.
That's super dope.
Have you always been like musically inclined? Like, what kind of music were you listening to when you were younger? Like, what were you doing before you were making beats? Like, what got you to this point?
I was not musically inclined.
Okay.
I only listened. Well, we grew up like late '90s, 2000s, all the rap, all the 2002s, the Fabulous and shit like that.
Hell yeah! You're part of that era.
Yeah, I was part of that era. Yeah. So I was listening to that. I was never like open-minded to other music, which kind of sucks because I wish I would have listened to like Doors and shit like that early.
Just so you can like apply that to your beats right now.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. So now I do listen to it, and I'm like, damn, I wish I would have. But I mean, it is what it is, and now the range is is big, so I'm always like interested in listening classical shit, jazz, whatever. Like I listen to everything.
For sure.
Just getting ideas from any type of place you can pull them from, really.
Yeah, for sure. I went through like Portishead. I was a big I listened to Portishead a lot, and I dug deep, and I saw that it was sampled in hip hop and shit like that too. So it was like, it kind of it goes full circle for sure.
That's super dope. Super dope.
Okay. You got anything you working on now that you're excited about?
So I got an album coming out in December. I have not released the title yet. I've been doing a feature rollout. I've been trying to stack up the chips and cash them in. So now I'm just firing away and just waiting for the album to come out. But yeah, I got a project with Brookside. We did. I started believing in like a collab. So I would provide the beats and you rap. Let's do 3, 4, 5, 6 songs.
Hell yeah.
And then we go from there, package it up, and sell it as a whole. So I did Brookside, we did Fishbone, we did my boy AG, who just recently passed away. So we got that. So I just been building it up. So now it's album time. It's time to
start rolling.
That's super dope. Super dope. Congratulations on that.
So you said you're looking toward like a December release date?
Yeah,
for sure.
Really, really soon. Yeah.
Okay, for sure. So are the beats made already? You're just waiting for people to send in verses?
No, it's mostly just like I just want to make sure like it's uploaded, and then I'm ready to release the day and shit like that. I just don't want to say it before ahead of time.
Yeah, no.
So I just want to make sure it's locked in, and then there's gonna be a video coming out when the album drops.
Super.
Maybe a little listening session.
Okay, super fun.
It's gonna be cool. I'm gonna try to invite a bunch of different creatives, like people you guys don't know. Like me, it sounds like a listening session, but in reality, it's gonna try to be like a little network. Everybody in there.
For sure.
That's important.
So we kind of just mix it up and bring it all in. Yeah.
That's super dope. Are you rapping it all on there?
I did a spoken word on one of them. The single actually. I did a single and it's called Viuda Buena Vida. That's the name of the single. And then my brother did the drums on the second half of the song.
That's sick.
And, yeah. And the video is for that. I'm dropping the video on that. Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Hell yeah.
Definitely go check that out.
Oh yeah. Do you have your socials and stuff for the people?
I do. IG, it just flies when it comes to this. I think I heard that in a song or somewhere. Who is it from? I'm not sure. But they say that little phrase and I stuck with it. If you read it all out together, you're like, alright, cool.
Is that you chose your producer name? You were like, oh, her.
Nah. I already had the name Fly. People would call me that like from high school and shit like that.
That's hard.
So it's the perfect connection.
They used to be, it was in the flyer party times.
Oh,
and,
okay, for sure.
Yeah, it was Flyboy, and then there was a party crew called Way Too Fly. That's that's where my name came from.
You was in a party crew?
Yeah, we were like in a little party crew.
You was doing bad shit. The homie was doing bad shit. It's cool,
We're doing bad shit, yeah.
Nah, that's what's up,
and then it went from Flyboy, and then it just cut it, and then it just Fly.
Just Fly.
Yeah,
that's hard.
And then when I started making beats, I got the tag Wassup Fly, and then some people think that's my name, and like it kind of, I don't know, maybe I'm just but yeah, Fly for sure.
Fly for sure. I like that.
So is there anybody that you're wanting to work with right now, or anybody that you have your what's your dream, like, oh, this is the person I want to
like out of Dina, or just like in general? Or
Dina, it doesn't matter.
Get us one for both.
Yeah, there you
from
go.
Dina, I will probably, let's see, I see a lot of, with Brookside, I see a lot of Westside Bullet.
He's bro's hard.
Bro is hard.
Bro is hard.
His music is good, and I would like to see what he would sound like. You know, maybe with something done by me. It could go either way. You know, we could make if we could slow it down, or you know, some aggressive shit, whatever.
For sure.
But maybe like out. I really like some from San Diego. I think he's stuff with Eddie Zuko. I don't know if you guys heard of Eddie Zuko. He's pretty hard too. He's like from San Diego. He knows like Rossi and them.
Okay.
And I think he just he did some video too right now. He's pretty good. He's good.
Look
him up. Yeah,
he's good as home for sure. Definitely gonna have to check him out.
That's what's up. So you got a really wide, versatile sound. You know, you're going through a whole bunch of catalogs, and everything is sounding creative all throughout. But if you had to describe your sound in 3 words, what do you think those 3 words would be?
3 words.
Putting you a little bit on the block here.
Yeah,
I really want to know what's off the dome. You know.
I think
first thing that pops in your head.
I think it's like Alchemist, but trap. Also trap. Like you could bring it from Alchemist all the way over to.
For sure.
You know?
For sure.
Okay.
That's what's up.
So leading into the Alchemist conversation, I was gonna ask you, like, what producers like really inspire you? Because obviously Evan and I, you know, we talked about like your versatility and beat making and stuff. So what are some of the producers when you listen to them, they're like, fuck man, like I gotta step my game up. You know what I mean? Because we talk about producers, and we do this thing every year on the podcast where we talk about like producer of the year, or like, so who, in your mind, like who is one of those producers right now that's like killing shit?
Like here, or just like in
general, like what you're listening to on the daily.
Right now, I've been listening a lot to Alchemist. Hit Boy got some crazy shit too. I like 38 Special. I don't know if you guys. He does 38 Special.
Fuck with 38.
That new project, crazy.
Yeah. I like that. What else? What else is going crazy? I like a lot of the Detroit sound. I don't know who's really like behind that, but like all that Detroit music is nice for sure. I like that. Yeah.
I don't really know any Detroit producers.
Energy?
Yeah, like I know the sound.
Energy is from. That's right.
Yeah.
Energy, that guy right now.
He is that guy. Yeah.
You know, they got a lot of sounds in Detroit right now. It's not just, you know, real.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's
You
true.
know, as much as we want to give him the credit right now,
It's true. Yeah.
we're not shooting no bitches in the club tonight. But anyways, that's phenomenal.
So you talked about Spesh. We talked about Detroit, but like, who are some of the rappers that you're like listening to right now? Like, just overall, not just like Dina, because you know we know you're tapping.
I listen to Money Sign Suede little project.
Okay.
That one was good. I listened to the Bravo shit. I listened to Westside Boogie.
Okay.
I listened to that. Who else am I listening to right now? Honestly, that's kind of like right now. I've been finishing
Just
the
listening
mixes.
to your own shit.
So I'm kind of like trying to like make sure everything is finalized and. But
Perfecting
other than that, other than that, it's like pretty much that. Yeah, I've been listening to right now.
Hell yeah.
That's what's up. And now, you know, you are from the West Coast, correct?
Yeah.
Boom. So, just, you know, we're talking about artists that you're listening to right now, but there's one thing we always gotta ask everybody from the West Coast when they come on here, and that's West Coast Mount Rushmore. Who are those 4 heads that you got up there that the West Coast sound would not be what it is if it wasn't for these 4 individuals?
Like in the same time frame or like separate?
All time.
Honestly, I think like the whole like Dr. Dre, Tupac, Snoop Dogg. Eminem's not from the West Coast, but he kind of was in that time. The Up in Smoke and all that shit. Like they were booming at that time. All of them, Ice Cube, you know, shit like that.
Dang, that's the 4 right there. That's the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah,
it's a great list right there.
Yeah. Any modern rappers that you're fucking with out of the West Coast, or like new era?
I said Money Sign Suede, Bravo. There's another guy from the Southeast, Big Swift.
Oh, I know Big Swift.
Big Swift.
I made a TikTok for Big Swift.
Yeah, Big Swift.
That's funny as fuck.
Good too, yeah.
That's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. But going in a little bit of a different direction right now. You know, we got podcasts. We like to have fun, talk about that bullshit. So, anyways, as you guys know, this week, you know, I don't know when this is dropping, but we are in the week of Thanksgiving. So, we didn't get to talk about it earlier, but we'd love to get you in on this conversation.
Okay.
I need the best side from each one of you upcoming on this Thursday. I need y'all to hit me in the face with it.
Best side?
Yeah, you might
Best
just have to
side.
do what the plate look like, cause the side.
Nah. I need your top side.
Nah, I
Because
think-
plate is basic. You're throwing everything on there, mixing it all
That's
up.
true, that's
whatever
true,
my
that's
greens
true.
are hitting, the cornbread, blah, blah, blah. We're going crazy, whatever.
Everything
I'm
is
talking
everything.
about mac and cheese numero uno.
Mac and cheese. It's not Thanksgiving without mac and
I agree.
cheese.
No debate there.
I'm picking the taters though.
That's why I'm.
The mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
You know what? But if you going taters, I'll hit them with the rolls. I don't know what it is
The
about
rolls,
Thanksgiving rolls.
They're buttery, they're shiny.
They're hitting crazier than normal. I don't know
No,
what
for
it is.
sure.
You're not finding better rolls at a restaurant when it comes to Thanksgiving, other than Texas Roadhouse. But when it comes to those rolls, man, nothing's rolling harder.
Yeah, I already said all the good ones.
But you can hit, you can double up on that.
You don't fuck with the stuffing? I'm just
Oh fuck no, you fuck with
I
the
fuck with
No,
stuffing.
stuffing is crazy because black people don't call it that.
what is it called? It's dressing. It's dressing.
My
But
fault. That's a real thing.
calling it dressing?
I'm out of pocket for calling.
No, you're not out of pocket. We
You're
know
not
what you're
black.
talking
It's cool,
about.
but I'm
It's
just
just,
letting you know, for the black people listening, that it's dressing.
man, I'm so mad I know that. Why do I know that? Oh man. Nah, but stuffing and dressing sucks dick. So if you enjoy
Damn.
it, you got some bad taste buds.
Damn.
I'm just fucking around.
No, I'm not gonna lie. You throw some gravy on there with some,
Yeah,
with some
it's some
cranberry,
gravy for sure.
with the cranberry on it.
Yeah.
Throwing the see, cranberry sauce wildly overrated too.
No, cranberry
That
sauce
shit
is overrated.
Not
Sauce is
like that.
bussin'.
No,
10 out of 10, top
fool.
tier. That shit is gas. Nigga.
Yired as a
Stop.
motherfucker.
We got a cranberry sauce fan in the building.
Nah, that shit out, man. I am not a fan.
You know, cranberry sauce hits when you're making like the next day, like Thanksgiving, like
When you're doing the
sandwich.
Sammys, you can throw a little bit on there.
What?
Hey man, that's always the best day, man.
God.
I always enjoy that Friday more than the Thursday.
Turkey
That
sucks,
dinner.
right?
Turkey does suck.
Turkey sucks.
Yeah, turkey's kind of
My
bomb.
mom
So
tried
ham's
to-
better? I'm doing
Yeah, ham
loud?
is better. Ham is better.
Homie said it's.
I don't really fuck with the
No,
pork
he said
no
it's
more
not
either.
wrong. I'm cool.
Assalamu alaikum.
I don't really fuck with the pork no more either. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't ate ham during Thanksgiving in years. Like,
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie though, that candy joint does hit a little different.
What the?
But
Yeah.
it's got a little candied on there, you know what I'm talking about? That's the only time I'll ever eat pineapple too. Is with the ham. I don't know
Crazy.
why, but that's the only time I'm eating the pineapple.
Nah, we're cooking. We're cooking.
But
Speaking of cooking,
hello.
walk me through the process of like, is it like certain days you wake up and you're like, I'm gonna make this kind of beat, I'm gonna make a like an aggressive beat, I'm gonna make like a more like boom bap type beat,
Honestly,
I'm gonna make a more
Sometimes it depends. Like if somebody's like wants something and they want it to sound a certain way, like I'll try to do that. Or sometimes I'll just sit down and I'll just make whatever just comes. Like if I find a good little sound at the moment, or maybe just do drums first and then add something to it later. Basically it's just like a little main idea. Save it and then move on to the next. That way you don't waste like all of the
In the moment you
creativity on
create
that.
something,
You got the
yeah.
main. You kind of know what you want to do. You build it. It's built up, and then later you could it's easy to break it down. But yeah, sometimes I'll be like, hey, I want some like lo-fi beats or shit like that. You know, or a lot of people have been asking like Detroit type
Interesting.
beats. A lot of people have been asking like Arco type beats. What else? But yeah, I mean, sometimes I'll freestyle it, but for sure you have to be able to like on command be like, all right, I want this type of beat. You kind of have to, be able to come up with something or similar to that. Because, we're not always all going to make the same. It's not going to sound like that. I'm going to make my own version of it, and
For sure.
that's
Yeah.
kind of like what brings it,
it's personality.
Yeah,
it's
it brings it out,
originality.
because, that's my version of it, whatever. So,
for sure.
yeah, that's
So you
cool.
spend a lot of time with rappers in the studio, or is it more like you're sending beats in and you're sending?
I'm
verses
sending
back?
beats. I'm sending beats out. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
for
I
sure.
honestly don't have time to be sending it.
I heard you. So what's the vibe when you're making a beat? Like, are you just like, are you locked in? Are you smoking a little bit? You drinking a little bit?
Honestly, I'm a prisoner of the moment. If it's raining outside, I'm gonna be like, man, I'm gonna do some rainy day type beat.
For sure.
Yeah, I get in the mood. I smoke a little bowl, a little coffee, whatever time it is.
Hell
Maybe
yeah.
open the window,
Just get
hear
in the
rain,
mood and stuff. Go crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, prisoner of the moment. Sometimes we go out on vacation and shit. Like I had some little time at the end of the night. Pop out the little computer, whatever. Went to Hawaii like 2 years ago and like just sat on the balcony and just fucking made beats and shit.
That's hard.
Hell yeah.
That's a vibe
Same
for
thing
sure.
with like New York. Went to New York. Same thing. I made like some New York type beats, like whatever. So it's kind of
That
shit like
environment
that.
is so crazy.
Yeah. Just soak in the moment and try to it puts you in a good mood, and you kind of have more patience and you're willing to fuck around and experiment and try new things for sure.
That's really what it's on.
So I got a question for you, man. I don't know. You don't know. He definitely doesn't know. I make music.
Okay.
So I'm like a R&B type of vibe, type of person. You feel me? I sing and then rap a little bit on the side.
That's nice.
We said that's nice. That's crazy. No, the reason I'm saying all of that is because, so I know as an R&B artist, it's hard to find producers who make like R&B type beats, and so. Do you like dabble in R&B at all, or do you like, or is it just strictly like rap because that's what you listen to?
No, I dabble with the R&B for sure. Okay. Yeah, I've had a couple female artists that are trying to do R&B type beats.
That's hard.
Even guys, but I don't really know that many people who are like kind of do that. But it is interesting to get it down for sure, because that's like its own little. That's like my own little homework assignment. Yeah, I have to dig deep into the R&B and be like, soak it all in and try to make something. But that's tight. I like that for sure. I would like to do some R&B for sure.
Sure, lock in.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk to bro after, but
yeah, for sure, yeah.
So I'm just curious because obviously like we've known Brookside for a minute, and I'm just curious how you guys linked up, how you guys like locked in, who reached out to who, like how how did this collaboration come about?
I reached out to him.
Hell yeah.
And then he didn't respond.
That sounds like he laughing because that's for sure him.
And then I did end up linking up with him like later on. It just happened. It just ended up happening. Yeah, and I noticed like how good he was like right off the bat. I already knew. For sure. And the people he was with making good music too. So I just wanted to tap in with everybody and see, how fast he can work and how good and how serious he can work. Because everybody wants to work, but nobody wants to put in. Or nobody wants to execute, or they just want to keep talking about it and like nothing happens. Like
I feel that.
And I saw how good he was. We started recording, started making music. That was the time I was doing collab projects. I was like, I just had to lock him in and just lock it in, and we did that. Yeah.
I feel that.
So when you were sending, so I'm assuming you sent him beats, or did he like tell you like I want these kind of beats? Like how's that process?
I sent him beats the first time when he didn't respond, and then later on,
we had to spin it back. I get it.
Later on, when we did start talking, he would go off of what I had, and sometimes he'll be like, "Hey, I need this," or "I want to, want it to sound like this," or he'll send me music. I'll be listening to this, listen to them, and I'll just go off of that.
That's fire.
So
that's fire.
You have to be able to adapt and kind of like move around and see if you can make it and if it's good or not. It's interesting. It's a good challenge for sure.
That's super. Yeah. So as a producer, like you were saying, there's a lot of times to where you're sending out DMs and sending out beats and whatnot. I know some people personally that they struggle to build communities. Like, they make these super fire beats, but they don't know who to get them to or like how to get them there. So obviously you were saying, you were kind of talking about it a little bit, but what would you say is like the best process to reach out to those individuals of like how to like holler at them and like try to get them here's how I sound, let's get this done?
Sometimes like people don't really want to fuck with you.
Yeah.
Like that's
these egos, man. These egos in Pasadena, especially.
The industry is
Let's keep it a buck.
I think everywhere, people want to know like you're valid first, before they even start fucking with you. But basically, I just got rejected. Just kept hitting everybody up.
Just keep shooting your shot.
Yeah, it was just going all over the place. Pasadena, everybody. I see artists that I had already worked with that kind of opened the door. Hey, I did this for him. Like it was kind of. And just build it off of that. Like, and honestly, Instagram and all the social media, YouTube, it's a good tool to use for sure. If you know how to use it. So, I'm just going off of that. Just not be scared to, be rejected because it's gonna happen.
Facts. Hey, that's real right there.
Yeah.
We got a couple more questions for you. So, you've been making beats since you said 2016?
Like 2016.
2016. Yeah. So, obviously, you've come a long way. What's your end goal for producing? Like, how do you know when you're like, okay, well now I'm happy with what I've accomplished.
What you need? That's the end goal.
Get the bag for sure. Obviously,
and like just be solidified artists, like off some Hit Boy shit. Like,
Yeah.
who's more solidified than Hit Boy right now? Like, he raps, he makes his own beats. He's not carrying Nas, but you know they're going crazy right now. They're
They are going crazy right now.
and
So you thought King's Disease 3 was good?
I have not heard it.
Word.
Honestly, yeah.
Cool.
I know the first and second one were good.
Yeah, no, most def. And Magic too was super good.
Yeah,
We got some good shit
I
on
don't
there.
want to speak on the third one because I haven't.
I
heard
would
it.
definitely hold my tongue if you haven't peeked. But nah, Hit Boy's that guy
Homie
for
is
sure.
such a
Yeah.
hater.
But also, like, you see, like him, he's more carried as an artist than a producer.
And not super fire
And
too.
producers are always like, oh, they just make beats and that's it. Like, producers are artists. Like, they don't
Producing
just
is
make
art.
Hey, you gotta lay
and
this down
produce.
here, you know, building that track from the ground up.
There's producers.
They're basically composers for real.
Exactly, they're basically composers, and you want to be able to have an identity and be able to, also give a message, like make music with intent, like with intention, like it's not just fucking bombing away with beats and producing shit.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
you have to be able to do your own, and have a style, and even if you have multiple styles, like. But you have to be able to get it out on
You gotta
your
be
own.
versatile. Gotta be able.
Yeah, because they only just
cater
think
to
the
different
rapper's artists, or like it's not. Now it's both. Like producers are just as important as rappers.
And keeping that
singers.
social battery alive, I know it's got to be a pain in the ass for the amount of people you got to deal with.
Yeah.
My goodness,
Man.
absolutely wild.
Well, yeah. You guys have any more questions for my man?
There's we always ask this when we interview somebody.
You know the vibes.
What are, I guess, give me three. Give me 3 artists and 3 producers that you're trying to lock in with, like dream collabs. Let's say this person is knocking on your door. We're gonna make a tape, 5 tracks. What are those 3 producers? What are those 3 artists you're picking?
For sure, right off the bat, I'll pick like a rapper like Earl Sweatshirt.
Hard.
That's hard.
What else? Honestly, maybe Tyler.
Okay.
That creativity, man, untapped.
What else? Maybe for sure like a Timbaland.
Okay. Fuck
I
with Tim.
really, really like that
Fuck
one.
with
I
Tim.
haven't heard that one in a while. That's a great pick right there.
What else? Other producers, rappers.
Got me stumped.
I know.
Hey, man.
That's a good one, yeah.
So those were your
This
3
is
producers?
Yeah, because Earl Sweatshirt,
Earl Sweatshirt doesn't
Earl
produce?
Sweatshirt's a rapper, and then
I would assume
Tyler rapper, and then producer Timbaland.
Yeah. Okay.
Tim laying down those bars.
Yeah,
Well, I know Tyler produces. That's why I was
he
asking.
does produce too. That's what I'm saying.
Does he produce good?
He produces good
Cool.
too.
Timbaland?
Huh? Tyler?
Yeah, he did a beat for somebody on a album recently.
I feel like there's a lot of shit.
Oh, he did the West Side Gun joint though.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
The Fly with Tyler or whatever.
He also did that Maxwell Cream beat, didn't he?
I don't know.
Oh, the worst song on that album? I'm just fucking around and being funny, trying to get some laughs off. But nah, those are good picks right there. But well, I guess. Listen, man.
Before we go.
Oh, okay. Did you
before
have
we
one
go-
more?
No.
Okay.
I want to make sure that my man's, lets the people know his socials again, so we can make sure that
I
he
had
can.
an extra question.
Oh,
You
and
got another
go ahead,
question.
go ahead.
Nah, man, I was trying to spin it back to the food thing because when we close it out, there's one thing I really want to solidify whenever we interview somebody from Pasadena. Because there's a lot of folks
you're
from
so
Pasadena.
fucking right.
I don't know. You don't know where I'm going with this.
Good.
I want to know, personally, just as
He is for sure gonna say that.
intimate as it gets, what is the best Pasadena restaurant that you know off the dome? That you are, it's coming down
Somebody
to
from
it.
outside of Pasadena comes.
They're
and says,
coming
"Take
into
me
town."
To the spot.
Where are we going?
Honestly, even if it's new or if it's a truck,
You got a new one?
If it's a new one, that's even more
No,
free
if you got a
game.
new one, you
and
need to
ain't
put me
shit
on.
free, baby.
it's
Hit us.
there's my boy Guillermo. Shout out Guillermo.
Okay.
They have the pupusas.
Word.
They got a little truck.
Hell yeah, where's that?
It's pretty good. They're all over the place, honestly.
that's
They
what's up.
used to be right there on Fair Oaks and Woodbury.
Oh, okay,
Word.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
In the cut.
It used to be right there.
Okay. Word.
Yeah.
Yeah. Word.
Pupusas. I'm
That's where it's at right
it's
there.
Good.
Bang.
It's good for sure.
Hell yeah.
Boom.
Car wash, huh?
Grandma's Kitchen. I think it's called Grandma's Kitchen. I don't want to.
Okay.
Why do I know that name?
Yeah, where is that? I've heard that before.
I
Yeah,
know.
Big Grandma's Kitchen. I don't want to get
I
it
feel
wrong.
like I've heard it. I know I've never.
No,
been.
I definitely.
Is it on Lake?
I think it is on Lake. Pasadena natives, we don't know where that's at. Everybody in this bitch. Everybody in this bitch.
Nah,
Damn, well, we got a spot we gotta hit for show.
Big Grandma's Kitchen though, that's their Instagram.
Good to hit.
Good.
Bang,
Sure,
bang.
Yeah. Shout out to them.
And you got that Instagram, but what are your own personal Instagrams? One time for the one time.
Any
Folks,
shout
go
outs,
check
anything
this
you're
out.
working on, let the people know.
Instagram is just Flies when it comes to this. And yeah, just if you go on YouTube, search up Wassup Fly, WASSUP Fly. I got a video on there with Brookside. I have a couple beats on there from the earlier time.
Fire.
And I'm dropping the video the video for the single in December, also on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
And then album coming in December too.
Woo, we hyped for that one.
Sir.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, congratulations, man.
Yeah, thank you, bro. It's been. I wrote the single in 2018.
Wow.
Been big like that.
Yeah, I wrote it. Yeah,
That's
I made
special.
the video like 2020. I'm telling you, we've been stacking up since that time. Just building, making sure everything in the rollout, everything is good, locked in.
That's beautiful.
Content for sure, So.
Sure, so make sure to go fly that to people. All that fly shit.
Yeah.
Fly on over to the socials. Absolutely.
Come on, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brandon.
I'm Ev.
It's your boy Kosher.
What's up, Fly?
This is Ain't Shit Free. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Fly, for joining us. Thank you for
Best podcast on the West Coast. Thank you very much.
Actually,
And that's what we on. Till next time.
Peace.
Peace.